Paris Bucket List. 10 unforgettable things you must do. Paris welcomes over 30 million visitors every year. But here's the truth. Most of them only see the same 3 sights. They leave without ever experiencing the moments that make Paris unforgettable. In this video, we're diving into the Paris Bucket List. 10 unforgettable things you must do. Some are icons, others are hidden gems, and one near the end might just be the most magical moment you'll have in Europe. Number 10. A Seine River cruise at night. The Seine isn't just a river. It's the spine of Paris. From its waters you see the city as kings, poets, and artists once did. Boats glide beneath bridges like Pont Alexandre III with its golden statues, and Pont Neuf, the oldest in a city. By day you'll pass landmarks like the Louvre and Musee d'Orsay, but at night, Paris transforms. Monuments glow, reflections dance on the water, and when the Eiffel Tower erupts into sparkles, the city feels like a stage set just for you. The best time is late evening, when dinner ends and the first lights of the tower ignite. Number 9. Musée d'Orsay, Musée de l'Orangerie. Paris is the heart of Impressionism, and these 2 museums capture it beautifully. The Musée d'Orsay, once a 19th century train station, is now home to Van Gogh's Starry Night over the Rhone, Monet's shimmering landscapes, Degas' dancers, and Renoir's portraits. Even the giant clock windows upstairs frame Paris like a living painting. Just across the Seine, the Musée de l'Orangerie immerses you in Monet's water lilies. 8 enormous panels surround you in curved rooms, designed to be a sanctuary of peace after World War I. Arrive early on weekdays for quiet moments. You'll feel as though the art was made for you alone. Number 8. Montparnasse Tower views. From the Eiffel Tower, you see Paris, but not the Eiffel Tower itself. For the city's best skyline, head to Montparnasse Tower. At 210 meters tall, its rooftop deck offers a perfect panorama. Grand boulevards stretching outward, Montmartre in the distance, and the Iron Lady herself rising in the middle. Go at sunset. The city glows gold, and as night falls, Paris shimmers with thousands of lights. Number 7. Notre Dame Cathedral and Sainte Chapelle. Notre Dame has stood on the Île de la Cité for over 850 years. It witnessed Napoleon's coronation, the canonization of Joan of Arc, and centuries of worship. Its facade is a masterpiece of Gothic design. 3 portals covered with sculptures, and the famous rose windows filtering colored light into the nave. Though scarred by the fire of 2019, its towers and flying buttresses still inspire awe. A short walk away, Sainte Chapelle dazzles with one of the world's greatest stained glass collections. 15 towering windows, each 15 meters high, flood the chapel in color. Visit on a sunny afternoon and you'll feel like you've stepped inside a jewel. Number 6. Arc de Triomphe and Champs Elysees. The Arc de Triomphe, commissioned by Napoleon in 1806, is both a monument and a story in stone. Its massive reliefs show soldiers charging into battle, capturing the spirit of France's victories. At the base burns the eternal flame of the tomb of the unknown soldier, rekindled every evening at 6:30. Climb the spiral staircase to the rooftop, and you'll see 12 avenues radiating outward like a star. None more famous than the Champs Elysees. When it's lit at night, stretching toward Place de la Concorde, it's one of the grandest boulevards in the world. Use the underground passage to reach the arch, never the traffic circle. Number 5. Food experiences in Paris.
Food in Paris is more than a meal, it's a ritual. Start your day with a croissant so buttery it crumbles at your touch. Wander a street market like Rue Claire, picking up cheese, wine, and a warm baguette. Sit by the Seine or in Luxembourg Gardens and picnic like a Parisian. For sweets, indulge in macarons from Pierre Hermé or a crepe from a street stand. In the evening, bistros serve onion soup, duck confit, and boeuf bourguignon. Each dish a piece of French tradition. And if you want to eat like a local, remember, restaurants don't fill until after 8 p.m.
Which would you try first? The buttery croissant, the colourful macaron, or the wine and cheese picnic by the Seine? Let me know in the comments.
Number 4. Montmartre and Sacre Coeur.
Montmartre feels like a village frozen in time. Its cobbled lanes were once home to Picasso, Dali, and Van Gogh, who found inspiration here long before the tourists arrived. Today, painters still gather in Place du Tertre to sketch portraits. Hidden staircases climb past ivy-covered homes, while old windmills hint at the area's past as farmland. At the summit, the Basilica of Sacre Coeur shines white against the sky. Inside, its mosaic of Christ is among the largest in the world. Step outside, and Paris sprawls beneath you, rooftops glowing in the evening light. Take the funicular if the hills feel endless. It's a climb worth saving your energy for.
Number 3. The Louvre Museum.
The Louvre isn't just the world's largest museum. It's a palace of civilization. Over 35,000 works fill its galleries, from Mesopotamian statues to Renaissance masterpieces. The Mona Lisa is here, drawing endless crowds, but don't miss the winged Victory of Samothrace, posed as if descending from the heavens, or the Venus de Milo, serene in her imperfection. The Louvre itself was once a royal fortress, then a palace, before becoming a museum during the French Revolution. Even its glass pyramid, added in 1989, has become a symbol of Paris. To make the most of your visit, choose 2 or 3 sections that matter most. Then, let yourself wander. You'll always discover something unexpected.
Number 2. The Eiffel Tower. Built for the 1889 World's Fair, the Eiffel Tower was meant to be temporary. Critics called it hideous, but Parisians grew to love it, and today it's the city's crown jewel. Standing beneath it, the iron lattice towers above you, impossibly massive. Ride the lift, and Paris spreads like a map. The Seine winding below, Montmartre on the horizon. Les Invalides gleaming gold. At night, 20,000 bulbs make it sparkle every hour on the hour, a show that never loses its magic. For the perfect view of the tower, go to Trocadero, across the river, where the full structure frames itself against the skyline. Number 1. A day trip to Versailles. Versailles is more than a palace. It's the stage of French history. Built by Louis XIV, the Sun King, it became the center of royal life until the Revolution. The Hall of Mirrors, lined with chandeliers and 357 mirrors, saw treaties signed and monarchs celebrated. Outside, the gardens stretch for nearly 2,000 acres, with fountains, sculptures, and perfectly trimmed hedges designed to reflect the power of the French crown. Beyond the main palace, discover the Grand Trianon, where kings escaped court life, and Marie Antoinette's Hamlet, a fairy tale village built for a queen. Arrive early, rent a bike or golf cart to explore, and plan half a day. You'll need it to even scratch the surface. Versailles shows you the grandeur of France at its peak, but Paris's true magic isn't always found in palaces or monuments. It's in the quiet moments, stumbling into a hidden courtyard, listening to a violinist on a bridge at sunset, or sipping coffee at a cafe terrace as life drifts by. These unscripted experiences often linger even longer than the icons. So, will you chase the splendor of Versailles, the sparkle of the Eiffel Tower, or the simple charm of a Parisian street? Let me know in the comments, and don't forget to like, subscribe, and join us for more unforgettable adventures around the world.